Hey guys, welcome back. Well, as you can see, I am actually pulling out of the barnyard with the combine, heading up to the rye field. And of course, there's always got to be a stupid idiot coming down the road. I'll let him get by, then I'll head on up. Alright, yeah, you can kind of see there's the bean head. What we do is I gotta go up here, then I gotta back in off the road, then Dad will pull across in front of me with the head, then I'll pull forward, scoop it up, and then I gotta take and drive up the road with the head on in order to get into the field. And what we normally do is Dad will go on up the road, block the road, that way I can't meet any traffic, because with a 35-foot head on I can't go too far, I can't get over anywhere. And then once he has the road blocked, I'll come up and pull in the field. I gotta back in right here at this ditch. Thankfully that guy right there, he was nice about it. He actually got off the road. Most dummies don't do that. They just come right at you, then expect you to try and wiggle over. Okay, well, I'll get back in here. Corn's tasseling, looking nice. That's our corn right there. Okay, there's Dad, and of course, it's always got to be when you got a bunch of traffic. So we'll let these cars go around, then he'll pull on up here and I'll pick the head up. Alright, just got the ratchet straps off the head. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this with one grab. More like snatch and grab. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, that's good. I'm going to jump out, hook up the PTO and my single point, and we should be ready to go up the road. Alright, got the head hooked on. Gonna run up here. Dad's got the road blocked. Just gotta watch go around all the power poles and that kind of stuff. And of course, right there comes the vehicle. Okay, that works. That just sat crossways across the road. Because I can tell you one thing, I can't go anywhere. And there's the rye. Let's kick the separator in. I can shut my flashers off and slow my reel down. It's a crank around pretty good. Let's see what happens. I've already got my cylinder speed set from doing wheat. Looks like I do need to get my reel speed set approximately. Trying to get the field opened up. When I did my neighbor's wheat there, I was running right around about 2.5 miles an hour. For doing rye, what I do is I take and I shut my chaffer and sieve down pretty tight. That way the combine cleans it good. And then I run about 1 to 1.5 miles an hour. Just gotta be careful. If you push it too hard, you'll take and throw it right over top of the separating shoe. And yes, don't worry, I'm going to be getting outside video. I've already told my dad to make sure he gets some outside video here after a while. So I will be editing that into this video as well. As you can see, we do have good ground moisture. I got a little bit of dirt sticking in my tires. I'm up on a sand hill. Once I get this corner here opened up, Dad will back the head trailer back down in here, and he'll just take the tractor and the head trailer back down to the shed, because I don't need it up here for right now until I get this little field done. The old 185 works pretty good as a good utility tractor. Back, one of my subscribers, when I posted the video doing wheat, made mention about getting a 35 or a 40 foot draper head. And yes, my dad and I have talked about it. Hopefully someday we can get one. That little rocker switch I'm hitting right there, that actually controls the lateral tilt. Some call it contour master. Yep, it's coming in. Okay, yeah, I gotta get this end row opened up, that way I have room to work. Now, when I'm doing soybeans, of course, the contour master runs all automatic, because you're running your head right on the ground for your header control. But for doing rye and wheat and that kind of stuff, you got to run your contour master manually. And that is the one nice thing between the R72 and the Gleaner R75. When they came out with the R75, they put a lot more controls in the hydro handle right here. And so you have a lot more, like your lateral tilt and your reel in and out, that kind of thing, and up and down. It's all in the hydro handle. Whereas on this one, of course, you have your up and down, and your reel up and down is that bottom switch. Hope you saw that anyway. Top switch is for your head raise up and down, and the bottom switch is the reel up and down. And so, like I say, that is one nice thing of the R75. But this is the last year that Gleaner made the R72, 2002, and in 2003 is when they made the is when they came out with the 5 series, R65 and 75. You can hear the rye going through the rotor. Right now I'm going right about 1.32 to 1.3 on my ground speed. All right, got the rye coming in. Don't look too bad. Okay, I just jumped up here at the moisture tester. Let's see what we got. Well, I don't look too bad. Doing rye is about the same as doing wheat. Makes it bad. We don't have much breeze out today, so just had to keep playing with it. I'll go ahead and grab another one here. Kind of dig on down. Well, we'll just have to see. We had a real heavy dew on last night, so, and with not much breeze, it's not drying fast. So I got you on my tripod now. Just talking down on the two-way radio there about the moisture. So we're going to get the field opened up, keep checking it, and we do have some breeze. I just wish it was a lot more than we got. That was a big slug going through. Makes it bad. Right through here, the rye all went down. Got a great big dose of fertilizer onto it, and that's what happens. apparently goes slow enough. Right now I'm running along about 0.5. Uh-oh, that don't sound good. I think I may have just thrown the chain off my reel. I go hop out and check it. I'm back going again. Yeah, the reel just got in that rye that was down like that. It threw the chain off that drives off of the hydraulic motor that turns the reel. So far not too bad. Coming up here underneath this big old cottonwood tree. There's actually two of them. In fact, that one right there, that's about the biggest cottonwood tree I've ever seen. I'm guessing it's probably about 6 foot diameter, roughly. It's got them branches hanging down. I should come back here with my boom truck and cut some of them up. But I'll go up here to that, then back up and have to go around that. I can't go under it. There we are. That is one nice thing with a long bean head. You can come up beside something and reach under it. Usually what I'll do every winter, well, I'll take that back. Every 3 to 4 years approximately, depending on where I need to do it at, I'll go around with the backhoe and trees and branches and that kind of stuff that are hanging out, I'll take the backhoe boom, just rake it all down, then turn around and shove it back out of the way. That's a good way to clean up brush. However, that branch off that big cottonwood tree is so high I can't reach up with the backhoe and grab it. So I'll probably have to use my boom truck to go up and get that one cut off with the chainsaw. do. In fact, I'll show you what we do to take and haul the rye around. We use our seed cart that we use in the spring on the bean planter, and that's actually how we take and measure the rye for customers, because it's got a scale on it. And so it's a 2-box seed cart, so you put 2 of those hard boxes on it and fill them up, and then, like I say, that's how we can take and measure it out for our customers. Because one guy wants 200 bushel, and another guy, he'll usually get anywhere from 1 to 200, and then we'll usually keep about 100 bushel for ourselves for seed. And yeah, it works out pretty good that way. So Dad's going to be heading this way with the 70-60 in the cart, because he's actually up at the farm right now and loading into the one customer's wagon. And then like I say, when he gets up here, I'll show you some video of unloading in the seed cart. Okay, yeah, there's what we do. Just use the seed cart and then put the rye right into it, then use the scale on the seed cart to measure it out. Works good that way. I will say, trying to get that auger lined up is easier. How much in your hopper? Easier said than done. Yeah, a little below just below the window. Just gotta be careful you don't overrun dump a bunch of rye on the ground. There we go. If you've ever worked with rye, it's almost like working with fiberglass insulation. It's very itchy. I feel sorry for anybody baling rye straw. Alright, that's got the left box filled up. Now I'll jump up here and do the right one. I don't know, this might hold what's left of my hopper. Wait and see. Well, that worked out almost perfect. My hopper's out, and that box, oh, I can kind of see it bouncing in there as it falls in, so it's almost full. Hopper's empty, I'm heading back. We're coming down the last of this field. Got about half a stripe I'm taking here. I just got done with this field, so I'm going to dump out into the hard boxes here. And then we're going to move to another little small patch we got. It's maybe about 3 acres or so. It's up on a sand knob. Getting ready to pull in the other little field over here. There we go. And looks like a lot of that rye went down also. Huh. Okay guys, I'm getting this little field here opened up. It's maybe about 2.5, 3 acres. You can see it's really gone down on me bad. And so, I'm going to try and get this here done. And then we'll be heading on down to another field. Also, my dad's been getting some outside video for me, and so you'll be able to see that as well. Well guys, it's the next day. As you just saw, I was cutting that little 3-acre patch of rye, and so got done with that, and now we are heading south. Dad's on up ahead of me there with the taking the bean head on down the road. But we got 2 smaller fields down this way, and that'll be it for the rye. So far the rye don't seem to be making too awful bad. Surprisingly pretty decent for the really dry June that we had with not much rain.
Yeah, you got me there.
And we're getting down here. I kind of got to wiggle down some of these old back county roads. In fact, actually, come to think of it, now let's see here. That house right over there, it says it's a stone house. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I've actually had at least one guy tell me that from what he's heard, the old gangster Al Capone used to own that place. Of course, not exactly any good way to actually find out, because he never kept anything in any recorded property in his name. That's just why I've had a guy tell me a couple of different times that Al Capone used to own that old stone house. So there's your may or may not be true history lesson for the day. Just a quick heads up, I just talked my dad on the two-way radio, and sure enough, he heard from my one neighbor, and he might be stopping by to ride along the combine, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a whole lot more extra footage or not. I'll try and do what I can, and I'll see if my dad can get some additional outside footage. So I'll just have to kind of jockey with it and see what happens there as far as that goes. And also, another quick thing, just wanted to say thank you very much for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers as well this week. And so, since I hit 1,000, I am going to give a little shout out to a good friend of mine who was my very first subscriber back when I started this channel at the beginning of 2022. And I actually put the link to his YouTube channel in the video description down below. But he hand makes pocket knives, custom builds from start to finish. And he's got quite a few videos and quite a few different videos showing how he does that, sanding them down, cutting them out, that kind of thing.
The truck coming down for the Lord.
And so if you enjoy seeing handmade pocket knives, head on over and hit the subscribe button. I know he'll appreciate the support. But like I say, he was my very first subscriber when I started YouTube about 1.5 years ago now. So I figure, well, since I hit 1,000, I give his channel a shout out. And so he goes by the channel name of Tennessee Hillbilly, and well, the initials TN Hillbilly. And so I'll put his channel, a link to his channel in the video description down below. Head on over and check him out. But we're here at this intersection. Right there is actually my neighbor. So like I say, just depends on if I'm able to,
right there.
like I say, if he's riding along with me, it may be kind of tricky for me to get a whole lot more additional footage. But I'll talk to Dad and see if he can give me some outside video as well. And we'll go from there. Okay, right there's one of the rye fields. It's actually part of and borders right up against our, where we had wheat at also. We've already moved the 7060 and the seed cart down here. And so we're heading on down the road here about a quarter mile. We got about a little 2-acre patch, and then I'll be coming back down here. I just talked my dad on the two-way, and so he'll be trying to grab a few more outside shots for me, and we'll see how that works. All right, I got finished up with that small field that I was headed up the road with earlier. Now I'm here in this little bit bigger field. And in fact, actually, the guy that baled up quite a bit of our straw, he's back out here, right over that way. He wanted to get some more straw for himself, so he's over there running with his baler and bale accumulator. Let me tell you something, that accumulator does make it nice. It just drops them out in blocks of 10 on the ground, and then he's got his skid loader right over there beside the truck with a grapple. And so you just come along and pick them up and stack them on the wagon. Whole lot less handwork.
Hi, the young man is doing loading.
Okay, I got turned around on the end, but yeah, there you can see it. The bales go up that chute, and like I say, they gather in that accumulator on the back and drop out into a block of 10. Then you come along with your skid loader and grapple, pick them up and stack them on the wagon. As you can see in this field here, we got quite a bit down right through that area. I'm running, right there's my speed, 1 mile an hour or less. I've got my reel going real slow. It takes a while, but hey, at least I'm covering 35 feet, so that does help. In fact, I just talked to my dad. He's grabbing his tablet and he's going to snap some more outside video for me. And then, of course, that'll all be part of this video as well. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I just got up here. Yeah, if you hear a bunch of background chatter, yeah, that's Dad and I on the two-way radio, but just got pulled up here, unloading back in the seed cart. Like I say, that cart's got a scale on it, and so that's how we take and measure out how many bushels each one of our customers get. Works out pretty good that way. Alright, I just got done at those long rows. Now I'm up here behind, got a little patch of woods and kind of necks around, kind of like an L shape. Oh, great big sand hill. Rye is about the only thing that will grow on it. We will put beans up here. You will get some beans, but not a lot. Back in here, the rye is down pretty bad. In fact, it's so flat, I can hardly even pick it up. But he's out there picking up bales of straw with the grapple. So that works. Well guys, I'm coming down the last part of this field. Up the last little stripe here. Alright, that's got it. going to call that an end to this video. So, like I said a little while ago, thanks a lot for the 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate it. And like I say, I'm going to take and throw a link in the video description down below to that friend of mine in Tennessee who hand makes pocket knives. And so if you enjoy seeing handmade pocket knives, head on over, check out his channel. I know he'll appreciate the support. So I'm going to head up here the road, drop the head off, and then we'll be ready to head back over the shed. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.